Lost media. Even with so many videos about various topics being posted daily, it still seems like we barely scratch the surface when it comes to most of the topics out there. New pieces of lost media are always being discovered, and there almost always seems to be something new to talk about. So I welcome you all to the third volume in a series where I take a look at various topics in the lost media community that, for one reason or another, got swept under the rug and haven't really been given the attention I feel they deserve. Family Guy Road to Death. In 2010, video game developer Heavy Iron Studios started development on a video game based on the hit Fox show Family Guy. Entitled Family Guy Road to Death, the game would have been a third-person zombie shooter game. The plot of the game was a pretty simple but rather intriguing one. Death has gone on vacation, and with no Death around, that means nobody can die. So a zombie invasion starts up in Quahog, and it's up to the Griffin family and various other characters to get Death's ass back to work.
In a world where chaos and terror have been unleashed upon the earth, it's up to one family to restore order. Family Guy, Road to Death. Your mission: find Death.
And since the laws of death no longer apply, I can do this.
And get his ass back to work. Send Death's minions back to hell with a rocket launcher.
I am so clever.
Frag all your Family Guy friends in kick-ass online multiplayer.
You forgot to flip him off. You almost shot me, you son of a bitch!
Annihilate hordes of evil.
Not about kicking your fat ass.
Filthy drug-peddling midgets.
Find in hell!
Use your ass-blasting weapons to cut Death's vacation short.
Heads up!
And a showcase of pop culture's most beloved icons for you to annihilate.
I'm already shooting at a 5th grade level.
Family Guy, Road to Death.
Oh, jackpot! Get the hell out of here!
Roadhouse.
The initial concept for what would eventually evolve into the game we know as Family Guy Back to the Multiverse took around 6 months of development. This concept featured several game modes as well as online multiplayer, and was worked on in conjunction with Fox themselves even suggesting the zombie concept. But when Seth MacFarlane objected to the game's violent nature, the game was shelved. Heavy Iron Studios then started over and began work on a second iteration of the game. This incarnation of the game was very similar to the first iteration, but was heavily toned down in terms of content. This version was also rejected by MacFarlane. The project was then restarted for a third and final time with a MacFarlane-approved script, now posed as a sequel to the fan-favorite episode, Road to the Multiverse. This version of the game would finally be released on November 20th, 2012. As the original versions of the game were scrapped in favor of Back to the Multiverse, the prototypes for the Road to Death version of the game have never been released. Though we do have 2 concept trailers uploaded by an ex-Heavy Iron Studios employee going under the alias iSpeed on the 405. We also have quite a bit of concept art that was uploaded by the game's art director. However, it has been confirmed by iSpeed on the 405 that a prototype build of the game was donated to the National Video Game Museum in Frisco, Texas. But it's currently unknown what version of the game it is. Maybe we'll see more of this early version of the game surface one day. Dexter Hit List. To promote Season 2 of the FX crime drama Dexter in 2008, a viral marketing campaign was set up. Using the website thedexterhitlist.com, fans could become a copycat killer and enter the name of a friend, as well as upload a photo for a mugshot that would then be used in a video that would be generated by the website. Users would also be given preset audience remarks, which would also be used in the video, or they could use their microphone to make their own remark. As the website began to create the video, users would be redirected to a fake website posing as a real news site. The video that showed up on this website would appear to be a real police press conference, with the site containing the headline, "Copycat Killer Names Victims." The video would show the name of the friend the user entered on the website on the projector screen, and show the mugshot photo uploaded as a suspect in the case. The video would end with a final question from a reporter, which would be one of the remarks the user selected, or the one they recorded using their microphone. The website itself remained active for a few years after the second season of the show had aired, before it was eventually taken offline, with all of the site's interactive functionality being taken offline with it. The website itself has been archived on the Wayback Machine, but the functions of the site have not worked since it was originally taken offline. It's currently unknown if there is a way to retrieve the website's prior functionalities, but I'd venture a guess to say this is one that will likely stay lost. But I do want to point out that, of the two videos I was able to find of the video the website generated, one of the videos appears to be either the source video or video someone made on the website, and then edited to remove all the custom features. I say this because the parts where it's supposed to show the victim's name, as well as the mugshot, both just show a black screen instead. And the final audience question that would have been a preset or recorded remark is silent completely. So I suppose if one wanted to make their own version of this today in 2024, they could using the video. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Original Spider-Man design. Way back in 1962, when Spider-Man was first being designed and created, renowned comic book artist Jack Kirby, best known for having a hand in creating such characters as Captain America and the Eternals, came to Stan Lee with his design for this new character. This design consisted of a muscular man in an outfit with a chest design similar to Ant-Man's, with a half-face mask similar to what Captain America wears. This version of the character also wielded a gun that would have shot webs. This design was not what Stan Lee wanted for his new character though. So he turned down Kirby's design and went to Steve Ditko instead, who then created the Spider-Man design we all know and love. However, no real photos of this design have ever surfaced. In 2012, a photo claiming to be the original design surfaced online, but it turned out to be an edited photo of the character Giant Man with a design based on the descriptions of Kirby's Spider-Man design. What we do have, however, is a drawing by Steve Ditko from 2002 of what he remembers Kirby's design looking like. I don't know if we'll ever see the original drawings, but at least we had this interpretation from someone who was there at the time. Beavis and Butthead arcade game. In 1996, video game company Atari was in development on an arcade game based on the popular MTV cartoon Beavis and Butthead. A collaboration with 3DO and running on 3DO software, the game was a 6-level beat-em-up where players would have to work together or fight each other to get through each of the levels. The game also featured mini-games in between each of the levels, like couch fishing and Burger World. However, the game was cancelled midway through production. An exact reason has never been given, but with arcades being on their way out around that time due to the rise of the home video game console, as well as the show having been over for 3 years at the time of production, being produced at the same time as the movie, it was likely a combination of multiple factors. The game was originally supposed to comprise of 6 stages: Buttfest, the Wild West, the Circus, another level that appears to be centered around a rave, the concert, and Vegas. It's worth noting that most copies of the game only feature 4 of the 6 levels, with the copy of the game at Galloping Ghost Arcade being the only one that's currently known to contain the Vegas level. The rave level has never been found. Galloping Ghost Arcade in Brookfield, Illinois was, for a long time, the only place where people could publicly play the game. But according to Reddit user Kiyoshia, Game Galaxy Arcade in Smyrna, Tennessee also has the game, as Kiyoshia reportedly set up the cabinet themselves in February of 2024 after acquiring it from a warehouse in Antioch, Tennessee. Kiyoshia didn't provide any photos of the game, but did confirm that a 3DO game console is what's running the machine, and with it being so glitchy, he and the arcade's owner haven't attempted to rip the files. So who knows if the game will ever get dumped online. But if you're in the area of either Galloping Ghost or possibly Game Galaxy, that might be your only chance to play the game. Australian Back to the Future PSA. When Back to the Future was set to premiere in Australia in 1985, there was some concern among the road safety conscious country over a scene early in the film where Marty hitches a ride from a driver in a Ford Ranger by holding onto the back bumpers of the vehicle while riding his skateboard. Due to an increased practice in sketching following the release of the film, Australia was worried about the film releasing in the country. So, to appease Australia, a compromise was reached. When the film was released there, it was preceded by a road safety PSA starring Michael J. Fox that warned viewers that they shouldn't copy the behavior of his character. Little is known of what happens in the PSA outside of Michael J. Fox warning about the dangers of sketching, and no clips or images of the PSA have ever been found online. It seems that after the film's Australia premiere, the PSA just sort of disappeared entirely. So it's likely that it only aired in movie theaters and never made it to the home video release. Unless someone somewhere has a recording of the film from an Australian theater, I don't know if we'll ever see this one. Mac Tonight 60-second radio jingle. Mac Tonight was a mascot used for McDonald's in the late 80s, made to increase the after-dinner business and make McDonald's seem like a hit place for teens and adults to eat. The ads featured the titular Mac Tonight singing about dinner at McDonald's. The ads lasted around 30 seconds in length, and the song is well remembered today by those who saw the ads at the time. However, at an appearance at Mid-OhioCon in October 2011, actor Doug Jones, who played Mac Tonight in the commercials, revealed that there was a full 60-second version of the song that was only heard on the radio. There is a video of him at this convention singing the full song, however the full radio ad has never been found. But it's nice that we at least have a version of the full song.
Are you ready? Where are you going? Yeah, this is the 60-second version of the Mac Tonight theme song that no one remembers because it was on the radio. Ready? When the clock strikes, hey, 6:30, babe. Ha! Time to head for Golden Lights. It's a good time for the great taste, and the great taste means Mac Tonight. It's time for a Big Mac, bum bum. How about a McDLT? Remember that one? Or chicken McNuggets with those famous fries. You can drive through or just walk right in to McDonald's. It's Mac Tonight. It's a good time for the great taste. Dinner at McDonald's. It's Mac Tonight. Come on, make it Mac Tonight. Yeah.
Hey everyone, Seeker here. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you wish to support me in the channel, I'll have links to my Ko-Fi and my Patreon on the cards to the right, as well as in the description down below. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.